Okay, did you know that only 25% of 18 to 25-year-olds in Nevada actually voted back in 2022? Yeah, just 1 in 4. Welcome to this explainer. We're here to make absolutely sure you are prepped, confident, and ready for the 2026 Nevada elections. Because let's be real, voter registration isn't just some boring administrative chore. It's literally the foundation of your democratic voice. So let's dive right in and walk through exactly what you need to know to secure your ballot. That staggering 25% statistic that highlights exactly why checking your status early is absolutely crucial. Listen, if you think you're registered but you've recently moved across town, maybe changed your name, or honestly, just haven't voted in the last couple of election cycles, you might be in for a really unwelcome surprise on Election Day. And we are here to make sure that does not happen to you. So here's our step-by-step roadmap for today. We're hitting why status matters, online verification, no DMV ID pads, the inactive life cycle, 2026 deadlines, and finally, same-day fail-safes. Let's get to it. Section 1, Why Registration Status Matters, the foundation of your 2026 ballots. Okay, so Nevada is a universal vote-by-mail state. That's a huge deal. It means you don't need to request an absentee ballot, you don't need to provide an excuse, nothing like that. If you're marked as an active registered voter in the state system, your ballot is just going to magically show up right at your doorstep. But here is the critical catch. It is sent only to active voters. If your status slips for any reason, that ballot simply won't arrive in your mailbox. Moving on to Section 2, Online Verification, checking your status the fast way. The absolute simplest path is right there on your phone or your computer. Just hop onto the state portal, that's registertovote.nv.gov, plug in your personal details, and boom! You can instantly query the centralized system to confirm your active status. You know, Nevada actually modernized its infrastructure recently, creating this awesome top-down statewide database. So when you check your status online, you aren't just looking at old data. You're querying the live, authoritative NevVoter system that connects all 17 counties in real time. Section 3, No DMV ID pads, navigating the offline roadblocks. Now, you might run into a bit of a roadblock. A critical limitation of this online portal is that it strictly requires a Nevada driver's license or a DMV-issued ID. So imagine you just relocated to Vegas for a new job, or hey, maybe you just don't drive and haven't gotten around to getting a state ID card yet. If that's the case, the online portal is going to completely block your request. But if you lack that ID, seriously, don't panic. You've got offline options. You can just print out the official paper Nevada voter registration application, sign it in actual ink, and drop it in the mail directly to your local election office. Or, even better, you can always just visit your local county election office in person. The staff there are incredibly helpful, and they'll make sure all your paperwork is processed accurately. Okay, you're gonna laugh, but here is a very real, very surprising pitfall you have got to avoid. Do not, I repeat, do not accidentally contact Nevada County. Why? Because Nevada County is actually a jurisdiction in California operating under completely different laws. It sounds like a total joke, but public databases actually conflate the two all the time. Make absolutely sure you are contacting the specific county you live in within the state of Nevada, places like Clark, Washoe, or Carson City. All right, Section 4, the inactive life cycle, dispelling the cancellation myth. Let's clear up a massive misconception. People totally freak out when they check their status and it says inactive. Inactive does not mean your registration is canceled. Actually, scratch that. It just means the county suspects you moved, so they've paused your automatic mailings. You are still 100% eligible to vote. The state literally just does this to keep voter rolls clean and secure. If a piece of election mail bounces back to them, they put your status on pause until you reach out. So how exactly does this happen? It's kind of like a domino effect. If official election mail bounces, they send you an address confirmation notice. If you ignore that notice for 30 days, or fun fact, 33 days if you're in Washoe County, you immediately become inactive. Now, if you miss 2 federal general elections after that, then yes, you're officially canceled. The big takeaway here, always open mail from your county election department. If you see a confirmation card, fill it out and mail it back right away. Section 5, 2026 deadlines, marking your calendar for the primary and general. Okay, when you're planning ahead, remember this general rule of thumb. Paper and standard registrations need to be postmarked about a month before the election. But the online portal, that extends right up through Election Day itself. For the June primary, your mail deadline is May 12th. For the massive November general election, you've got to get that paper application postmarked by October 6th. Online users obviously have way more flexibility, but honestly, why put it off?
Section 6. Same-day fail-safes. Your last-minute voting guarantee.
But hey, let's say life gets crazy. You completely missed those standard deadlines, or you show up to the polls and find out your registration actually was canceled. What then? Well, Nevada has a fantastic fail-safe built directly into the system. You can register and vote on the exact same day, in person. Whether it's during early voting or on actual election day, you can walk right in, establish your eligibility, register from scratch, and cast your ballot, all in one fell swoop. It is a real game changer. Now, to utilize this fail-safe, you do have to present one of these specific forms of identification. And here is a vital requirement to keep in mind. If your current address isn't printed on your ID, like say you moved last month and your driver's license still shows your old apartment, the election workers will need to see official proof of your new residence. So make sure you bring a power bill, a lease, or a bank statement to legally register at your new polling location. Just be aware, same-day ballots are what they call provisional, while officials double-check your identity behind the scenes. Now, provisional just means it gets set aside in a secure envelope while the county verifies you didn't already cast a ballot in another precinct. It's just a standard security measure, you know? Once they verify it, your vote is securely counted, so you can walk away totally confident that your voice is included in the final tally. Before we wrap up today, just a quick heads up. This explainer is meant to educate, and you should always consult official Nevada state resources for your specific personalized voting needs. Election laws can be pretty complex, so if you've got a highly specific or unusual situation, reaching out to your local registrar of voters is absolutely your best bet. So, I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Will you take just 2 minutes today to verify your status and avoid falling into that inactive trap? Don't wait until October of 2026. Log on to the portal today. And hey, share this explainer with your friends and family so they can do exactly the same thing. Maybe even look into volunteering for a local registration drive. Let's get everyone fully prepped and ready to participate in our democracy.